NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar joins us now. So, Dr. Azar, Maura just mentioned that hospitalizations are declining in California. That's something we're seeing nationwide. Are we now getting past the post-holiday surge? And was the Christmas surge maybe not as much of a nightmare as we had initially feared?
Look, I mean, I think that the numbers are definitely encouraging. What I would say is that the absolute numbers of patients in the hospital is still quite high. The virus remains dangerously prevalent in many parts of the country, and we don't know yet what the impact of these new variants will have on the arc of the disease or the pandemic. So while I think it's encouraging, we can sort of see maybe the light at the end of the tunnel. It's hardly time to relax our vigilance in terms of mask wearing and social distancing and all of those things. And remember, deaths are also an indicator, and they are lagging, and we will see those numbers in the next couple of weeks.
Important to keep that in mind. Let's talk about the vaccine rollout. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is likely the next one that's going to get emergency use authorization from the FDA. So where do things stand with that vaccine, and what would that rollout look like?
So I am very enthusiastic. I think most people are very enthusiastic about the J&J vaccine, and this is why. There are a number of distinctions that in comparison to the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine that make it a very favorable vaccine. It's one dose, as we all know now. It is using what's called a conventional vaccine platform. So for those individuals who are concerned about the fact that the mRNA vaccine was a new platform, this is an older traditional platform, and it also doesn't require that cold chain distribution. It's also very cheap to make. So it makes it a very, again, favorable vaccine for us and for everyone across the globe. The issue is this: what we don't know, the biggest, remaining detail that we don't know about J&J is exactly how efficacious it is. We're hoping to get that readout of the phase 3 trial data in the next week or two. We do know that the early phase 1, phase 2 data show that it has a very, very robust immune response in the laboratory in a dish, but we need to see that translate into true efficacy in humans and in terms of preventing disease. So we're very excited to get that information. I would hope in the next week or two, and then we'll see. It'll certainly apply for the EUA, and I'm sure it will get granted.
Dr. Azar, what about AstraZeneca's vaccine? We know it's already approved in the UK, Brazil, and India. Why not here in the U.S.?
Joe, AstraZeneca for us here in the U.S. has had a couple of different hiccups. You may recall a couple of weeks ago, we reported on the AstraZeneca efficacy, 70% overall, with that discrepancy in different dosing groups that got 90% efficacy. And because of those methodological issues, the U.S. has been a little bit more reluctant to grant approval here. And we actually launched our own phase 3 trial, I think close to 30,000 participants, and that trial is ongoing. I think the expectation is that, we will get our readout maybe not before April. And if the data looks encouraging and it looks safe and effective, we will certainly, I'm sure that they will proceed with an EUA. It's just lagging because of some of the issues that the trial had in other parts of the world.
All right, Dr. Azar, thanks for all your expertise this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.